Welcome to Be Latina's virtual pop-up shop, where we talk to extraordinary small business owners in the Latinx community about their business, their inspirations, and their aspirations. I'm your host, Gloria Malone, and today I'm talking to the founder of Cute Cositas, Dee. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks, Gloria. It's good to be here.
So tell me a little bit more about Cute Cositas. What is it? What do you offer?
Cute Cositas offers Latinas that are like Latina Americanas or that sort of mix of cultures. We offer them Cute Cositas, basically a variety of items where they can show off their Latina pride.
Awesome. What is an example of one of those cute cositas? I've seen keychains that you guys have. I've seen
Yeah.
de todo. Tell me a little bit more about the type of
So
items.
because Cute Cositas is only 2 years old, we are still discovering different ways to show the Latina pride through the items that are available right now, like that I can bring to my customers. So yeah, I do have like keychains, but I would like to focus on the stationery sort of items. So my favorite right now is the notebooks and also stickers.
Awesome. What have you found is a customer favorite?
Both. Like I said, my shop is pretty small. So right now, the notebooks and the stickers is what sells well. I also offer a sort of bundle where they can have the matching notebook and sticker.
Wonderful. When did you first get the idea for cute cositas?
Cute Cositas first came to me after I had lost my first business. And I had just gone through bankruptcy and I was in this depression. So the idea of starting another business to me still sounded good because I enjoyed being a business owner. I still knew that I wanted to have a business. So I kind of had a couple different business ideas and I started a business plan for each of those. And Cute Cositas sounded the most I was able to do them at the moment because it sounded like I could start with little to zero, like financial investment, and also just with the resources I had at the moment. Because I had just gone through bankruptcy, I didn't even have like a home, like a space. I was living with family.
Yeah.
So I didn't have space for supplies or like inventory. So I just wanted to use what I had in the moment. And so at that time, it was practically just a laptop. And so I decided to buy designs and put them on print on demand items. And that's how I started. So my first year, that's what I did.
That's wonderful. And I think it's also great that you're open about, having a business and losing that business and the mental health struggles of it and how you thought of how do I get back to doing what I love, which is owning a business. So thank you so much for just being honest
Yeah.
and open about that. I think the notebooks are super, super cute. I have a bit of a stationery problem. I will admit it. There's notebooks everywhere, but I can never find one. So, whatever. But
Yeah.
what are some of the prints that you have on your notebooks or on your stickers?
The ideas that I have for the patterns and the designs come from that. I'm Mexican. My parents are from the city of Mexico. I was born here. So I love my culture and I like to express that in the patterns, the designs. So you will find pan dulce or Valentina or duros, ruedas. There's different ways that you call it. So you'll find like the food on there. And I have more ideas coming. So yeah.
So it sounds like your culture is one of the biggest motivations that you have and inspirations that you have. What has been your most memorable customer experience thus far?
So I have a couple actually because I do pop-up shops. So I get to see my customers in person, but then also online. So in person, I enjoy setting up and having people come up to my booth. And some of those experiences are really neat because it could be from people customers that haven't shopped with me before. They'll come up to my store and just be like, wow, I really like your stuff. And they'll stand there and look at all the designs that I have. And that first, like meeting them is really, that's what kind of keeps me going, having people really admire my work. But I do have a couple of customers that just keep coming back to me, and they'll even shop online if they've already shopped with me in person. And so I think a specific like memory that comes to mind is when, and this happens quite often actually, when a girl wants a notebook and she tells her mom like, hey mom, can I have this notebook? And the mom is sort of like, I get it, it's cute, but do you really need it? And girls always say, yes, of course I need it. And so the moms tend to say, okay, but you better write in it. Like you better use it. Yeah.
Awesome. I love that so much. So you knew that you it sounds like you've always known that you wanted to be a business owner. Is that true or
Yeah. So actually, my dad, growing up, my dad had a custom cabinetry business. And so my sisters, I'm the oldest of six, we grew up sort of helping out, sweeping sawdust or whatever we could help. And so we kind of grew up with that mindset of it's sort of the family business, we're in this as a team. And I love that. We bond together with those activities, and we see the end result. We could save up for a vacation or whatever. And so I kind of knew that growing up, I wanted to do that. And it kind of just was built into my brain. Like I kind of knew it doesn't matter if it doesn't have to be my primary income. It could be a side thing, but I always want to have a business. And so after that, my dad started a food truck, and he bought the food truck. The trailer was sitting there, and he came to me and he said, hey, do you like help me get this started? And so I helped start that food trailer business too. We went to ASU Prepped and got more knowledge on how to run and operate a food truck business. And we got a menu started. We got us booked to events. That was really fun. And so I knew this is totally for me. Like it doesn't matter what kind of business it is. I knew I had to be involved somehow. Yeah. And so far that was experiences with my family. And so I knew I wanted to start a business on my own and try that new venture, sort of the same aspect, just on my own, sort of independent. And I had all the support I needed from my family. And so I decided, okay, I'm going to go for it. And like I said, at that point, I didn't have like anything to lose, basically. And so I decided to just go for it.
that's beautiful. It seems like um, your culture and working with your family is something that's really important to you and has been something that has been a part of you for a long time. Have you seen like are your children part of your business process or like is it translated over into your small family today?
So I currently, I have a small family. So it's my husband, me, it's our 4-year-old. So my 4-year-old helps a little bit. She wants to help a lot more than she does. Sometimes she wants to start packaging and I say, don't touch. So yeah, she wants to, but I would like to have her help me out and sort of get started on that at an early age, just like I did, because I know that kids who grew up in a family business tend to have skills that other kids don't. So it could be something as simple as organizing, because that's how I started with my dad, organizing just equipment and nails or whatnot. And it's organizational skills. It's sort of time management. If dad says you got to wake up at this time, I was up at that time, or else la chancla. Yeah, so it's sort of that same thing with my kiddo too. Yeah, I would like to get her started and maybe one day get her started on her own business at an early age too, and have her save her own, you know, uh, savings, money, profit from all of that. It'd be great.
That's beautiful. What would be your word of advice to other young women of color, young Latinas who want to start a business but are a little bit nervous?
I would say go for it. I say there's so many free resources online nowadays, especially nowadays after COVID. Everything's online and a lot of them are free. I think that if I was able to do it right after, filing for bankruptcy, living from, I was living in a laundromat, my mom's laundromat, which was pretty spacious. It had a bathroom. I'm not complaining here. I was super blessed. I had so much support. But if, I was able to do it, trust me, you can too. Like there's so many people who are willing to help. So many people like Gloria here with Be Latina who are willing to expose your name, get your name out there. And so there's people who are willing to help, resources that are even free. And I say, go for it. You've got nothing to lose, just go for it. And that's the other thing too, because I kept thinking I should wait. I should wait until the timing is better. And I decided no, because I'll keep saying that. I'll keep like postponing it, pushing it. And the perfect time will never come. You kind of just got to jump into it. Either way, you're going to go through trial and error. You're going to find things that need to be fixed. You're going to try things that are not going to work. You got to try something else. So yeah.
Yeah, just go for it. That's what you're
Go
saying.
for it.
I love
Yep.
that. So where can we find and purchase our own, cute cositas?
Kikositas.com. You could also check out my Instagram at Kikositas. I started TikTok not too long ago, also at Kikositas.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for your time, for your cute cositas, and for your advice. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Gloria, for having me. This was fun.